Bury my body, Lord, I don't care where's they. Bury my body, Lord, I don't care where's they. Bury my body, 'cause my soul is gonna live with God. Oh, yeah. Bury my body, Lord, I don't care where's they. Bury my body, Lord, I don't care where's they. Bury my body, 'cause my soul is gonna live with God. Oh, yeah. Lead me, Jesus, lead me.
Before I came to salvation, I was basically a lost cause. I knew I was going to a path of just nowhere, and it was either going to lead to death or just basically destruction. I got saved through my wife Carla. Obviously, we were we met up, and I was going through some hard times and thinking what I needed to do in my life, and it was just, I think I was just going downhill. I obviously thought I had everything figured out in this world, and I thought that the world had everything for me, and it seemed that it wasn't going. I remember for a while I had just split up from her because I wanted just more of the world instead of just being tied down and just not being in a relationship. I just didn't want it at that time, and I just obviously it was still empty even after I left her. It just felt like there was something that I would be missing out, and that was God tugging at my heart, telling me. But the Lord tugging at my heart, so I ended up just calling her. We went for a car ride just to break it down and see what I was feeling and explain to her why I was feeling this way.
The crazy thing is that what my husband didn't know, well, wasn't my husband at the time, but what he didn't know is that when we went for that car ride, God had told me straight out. I'd been upset about us not being together, whatever, and we went through that time, and God was doing a work in my heart, and he basically told me that day, he told me, either you tell him the gospel, you give him the gospel, and he gets saved, and you guys can stay together. If you don't give him the gospel, he's not going to get saved, and I'm going to make you part ways. And so
she went through the steps of salvation, and I accepted the Lord in my life, and then from there, we just started dating. We started going to church.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying.
So we ended up getting married. We were going to church. We would go Sundays. Basically, the back and forth thing was we were in the world still and going to church. So we were playing that little game. Until one day, God just had to get me straight. He had to actually get my attention. He struck me with cancer like 3 years ago. And basically, it was a breakthrough in my life to know that I needed to stop playing games with him. I needed to start having a relationship with him. There was no having this one foot in the world and one foot out playing games anymore. So I had to do about 40 hours a week worth of chemotherapy every other week, and then during that time, God had been trying to talk to me and just pick at my heart. And through that time of just teaching me through my cancer was that I needed to give in. It was time for me to start following after him, and had to do that at the same sense with my wife too. I needed to be that example for my wife, and during that time we had a kid, my daughter, and then we had adopted my son. So it was just, God had just been blessing me also, but obviously he had been showing me that I needed to change my life for him, not for me. I needed to stop playing games with him, and it was time that I needed to be serious in the things of the Lord, not the world.
Been working too, baby, every day, baby.
being cancer free for 2 years, now it's just really, God's just really obviously been working. We've come a long way, and it's been a long road, but now God is really just moving now. He's really showing us that to depend on Him, to basically, this is, our lives are not ours, they're His, and we know that this is a time that we can't be playing games now, and the time is short, so we're doing it for Him, not us anymore.
Amen. 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 With the horns now.
My name is Chano from Ponte Trucha, and I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ.
With the rhythm now. Hey. Amen. 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 Everybody now. Amen. 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 Let me tell you, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, yeah. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine to show my love